are you married? Do you have kids? What's your family? Something, just the empty talks. But they were apparently trying to decide what they are going to do to me. And then they came back and they actually start to write what happened. Formal Arabic. But I can see it was so amateur that they didn't know exactly how to do this paper. Apparently, they do it so rarely that do it formally. Arrest war or arrest why they arrested me and where they arrested me. I mean, it was like pretty.
For whose benefit was the paperwork?
I think at that point they kind of at least decided to make my arrest formal, official, because they saw my passport. I came through uh, legal ways, and they know my stories. So they might think I am, people know me and it could be, something.
On what charge were you arrested?
In the hot spots that
Trespassing.
question trespassing.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be there. I was supposed. I don't think there's any. So that's how they arrested me. And after that, it took about 2 hours. I mean, again, they were asking questions to each other how to do this. Paperwork. Again, they do it so rarely. I can see that. And then I had no idea what they're going to do to me. Now I can talk to when I look back, but in that moment I had no idea. They wouldn't tell me what's going to happen. They just doing this arrest, and they wouldn't let me call my embassy. There's no way. They already cut all the cell network. There's all the no phones works there. That's what they do always apparently. And then they handed me the now military, which is the scary part. That I thought, okay, this is not going well. They handcuffed me right away, right there. And those were shabihas, not military uniforms. Just two guys with the Kalashnikovs. And then they took me. I had no idea where I am going. And then apparently they are taking me to this court. It's very, very, very old building. It takes about 15-20 minutes to get there. And then I can see that all the military, amazing. It felt like military coup d'etat just happened. Every corner, have they check ID. Of course, our car is Toyota. It's not military car, but they know each other. So they brought me this court and they took me downstairs, which is a terrible, terrible place. Is a jail. They didn't put me in the jail. I was just right in front of the door. I was seeing people are coming in and going out. Open the door. I can see inside. There's terrible conditions, smells. I cannot, describe how, disgusting it was. Place. People are coming in with the chains, like 10, 10 people. So I waited there about half an hour, and they were upstairs. They were trying to still decide, and then they took me back. I don't know why. And then one of the commander, I saw that he got angry. He didn't come first time, and then this time he got me again. He himself drove the car right back at the same court. They took me again. This time took about 2 hours. So apparently they were trying to decide what to do with me. Like couple times, couple of soldiers came in and then were telling me that with bad Turkish, bad Arabic, and I was understanding that was basically saying, so you were in America, you live in America. It was informal, try to, I don't know, he was trying. So I think upstairs they were, looking at my passport and seeing that I live in US. And then one of the opposition leader told me later on that being U.S. citizen or being involved in the U.S., they are scared by having someone.
You don't have U.S. citizenship, do you?
I don't. I have green card, permanent residency. But my passport, you can see
Yeah.
since. So it was about 5. I was still handcuffed since 12 or 1 p.m. 5 6 hours. And finally, I still don't know. I thought they were just taking me jail. They were really angry at me. I can see they didn't talk. They didn't hit me there. They only hit me when in the chaos that they took me first time in the first stop in the morning, and it wasn't too bad again comparing other people.
But they did hit you.
They did, yeah, they did. And then uh, about 5 p.m. So I was thinking they are taking me jail. There's no way. It's Thursday. Next day is Friday. It's off day off. Saturday also. So I am there for it this couple days at least.
I want to go back. They did hit you.
They did, yeah.
So they physically abused a Turkish citizen.
Yeah. I had no idea who did. They did it from my back. They hit me like two other guys. So somebody hit with knee, and then my back, then my head also hit wall that was in front of the wall. This was the I mean it could have been much worse. It was like again chaos, and people who brought me there left me, and there were soldiers, so I could have been just blending with other people, but it didn't it wasn't too bad. So about 5 p.m. these soldiers shabias brought me some another military complex. I had no idea. I was with handcuff. I thought I was going into that building that was jail, and I walked towards the building. But somebody like hold my back, and then no, not that way. This way. There's another jeep. Uh, okay, then I go to another jeep. I sit there again, two Kalashnikov guys and the police and then military. Apparently, about that time, they were taking me back to police in Harasta police officer. There was little uh, guard, small uh, building there, one room, and there is also one cell next to it. So they brought me there, and then the rest of the night, about 5 6 p.m. till 8 9 p.m. They were saying, "Wait, we were talking." These police officers were polite to me. They were even talking to me. They were trying to make jokes. They were saying me, "You'll be okay." With the simple Arabic word that I can understand some of the words. Khalas, khalas, shway, shway, and uh, Qadi, Qadi is the judge. Were saying they're gonna call me. They were expected. And about 9:30 p.m. they said okay. There's a phone call came. I was very nervous. I wasn't really expecting to get released still because I was thinking now they're translating my Turkish stories to English or Arabic, and there's no way I can go. I mean, I have pictures with the Free Syrian Army in the
Yeah.
I called them all these names when I was in Syria. So I was thinking they're going, then there's no way they would let me go. But yes, they called. There was a phone call about 9 p.m. and then post officer was really happy. They said, "Okay, we are going." Uh, and we left. I was still handcuffed. They put handcuffs later on. I wasn't handcuffed when I was waiting a couple hours in the police with the police officer. So they took me to court as handcuffed still in front of the judge. about 10 p.m. Thursday night. So I mean, it wasn't usual, and that judge was extremely polite to me, extremely. And right away, he told police, just what's that? Take the handcuffs away. And he gave me cigarette, he gave me chocolate, drinks, and then
But do you like a cigarette or?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah,
Let's just.
yeah. I think it's inside. Yeah, I'm.